The RX 6600 is the perfect starting point for anyone who wants a low-cost entry into PC gaming. It pairs well with budget CPUs like the i3-12100 and Ryzen 5 5600 for anyone looking to build a super affordable console killer. ASRock has been at the forefront of building quality products that don't cost a fortune, and the Radeon RX 6600 Challenger D is a great example of that. This is a compact, dual-slot card that doesn't eat up any unnecessary space. The PCB is tiny and only takes about 60% of the card's length, which is just 269mm. The overall build quality is pretty decent for a budget GPU, and thankfully, ASRock has paired two large fans to cool this card. The temperatures almost never hit 60 degrees Celsius during gaming, and it's very hard to hear the fans spin. I have nothing but praise for this cooler, but I am skeptical of the build quality of the fan shroud. It's made from light plastic that doesn't feel as robust as the backplate. The RX 6600 isn't blazing fast, but rather a reliable and efficient GPU for gaming at 1080p with high settings at 60 FPS. Even as esports titles get more demanding, it has no issue running them smoothly. Marvel Rivals can be played easily at 1080p with high settings at just under 60 FPS. As it's an unoptimized Unreal Engine 5 title, I highly recommend tuning and adjusting the settings for a better experience. Other games, like CS2, run easily at 120 FPS, with a mix of high and medium settings at 1080p, and even extremely demanding games like Black Myth Wukong and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle run at 1080p high settings at around 40 FPS. I recommend playing these games by locking the frame rate at 30 FPS for an experience that's similar to the latest consoles. There's almost nothing that comes close to the price of the RX 6600 that's worth considering. Even though there are a lot of alternatives like the RTX 3050 and 1660 Super, they're simply not worth the money. Even AMD's own RX 6500 XT is too weak and hampered to be considered if you're looking to squeeze out more performance per dollar. The only other GPU worthy of competing with the 6600 is the Intel Arc A580. It has a lot of performance under the hood and stays neck and neck against the RX 6600 by a small margin for a slightly cheaper price tag. Unfortunately for the A580, the RX 6600 is a lot more efficient, drawing only around 100 to 120 watts of power, while the A580 can consume more than 200 watts. To put that into perspective, an entire PC with an RX 6600 and Ryzen 5 5600, or equivalent CPU, would barely cross 200 watts under an extreme stress test. During gaming, this PC would barely consume 150 watts of total system power. Such is the price of first-generation products, you need to make some sacrifices if you go with them. The other sacrifice with the A580 is unpredictability. The drivers can sometimes cause issues which may result in artifacting, and for optimal performance, you are required to enable resizable bar. The RX 6600 is a much more mature and efficient GPU in comparison, with almost no stability issues to be heard of. In conclusion, the ASRock RX 6600 Challenger D is the new standard for budget PC gamers. At just under $200, it's the best deal for anyone who simply wants the easiest entry into PC gaming by spending as little as possible. It pairs extremely well with budget CPUs without having any compromises to the experience. To sum up, what I like is the incredible price, it's extremely efficient, and the solid 1080p performance. On the downside, poor build quality. Thanks for watching. Remember, you can check prices in the description below. And if you're interested in more PC building suggestions and hardware reviews, be sure to check out more of my videos. Before you go, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to stay updated, and let me know your opinion and suggestions in the comments. See you in the next one.